Hey guys, what's going on? Herblin here with a new episode of Dwarf Fortress. Got a couple things going on right off the bat. I started a few little projects, haven't completed anything, but I've set up a Dwarven Atom Smasher over here. This is just going to be a bridge that we're going to set up on a lever, just to hopefully smash up some of the junk that's collecting in the fortress. Thank you so much. Totally got that out of the comments that we should get to building one of those. Cleared a couple guys out of some of the labors down here. Took somebody out of one of the workshops. I don't even remember, the Craft Dwarf's workshop, just to get an extra labor kind of freed up and trying to get as many guys as I can freed up. Also realized we have so many blocks made up for these walls and nobody actually building the wall. So I halted construction on some of the blocks. I left one guy going on it. Maybe I don't even need to do that, but I got him going on it just in case. We're still working on armor. Actually, remember when I was talking about you know, those the steel chest pieces, and I was like, oh, they'll never get made. Well, they did. Somebody made 2 of them. I didn't think we'd get that far with them, but that's really good to see. Also, just before I was able to get a chance to record, we hit New Year's. So yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. Year 130. 5 years of Fortress. Not too shabby. Could be a lot better. Could be a lot worse. I have personally done a lot worse. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely lost a Fortress by year 5 before. Anyways, we're going to come in here and we're going to mint off a golden coin for the year. If I can ever find that thing. Gold coin. Yeah, let's get that going. Cool. Another thing, I've set up iron bolt production just to get somebody to work up their weaponsmithing levels so that we can get somebody to replace Wilhelm, because the weapons that we're making, they're just pre-Wilhelm quality. Missing that guy more and more every day. So, yeah, we're still working on this wall. Actually, it's coming along a lot faster now that we've freed up so many dwarves. Construction's coming along. We still have to get, we still really have to get this damn thing going. This literally damn thing going. The dam. But so far, no luck. Maybe I need to... I'm starting to wonder if I need to come in and kind of mine out a little bit more, maybe. Maybe I've, made a mistake here somewhere. So I'm just going to come in and do a downward stairway right here. Come right down here. And then we'll just do an upwards here so that we can get back out of there. I think that's right. Hopefully. Yeah. Sorry, I had to literally check that, but just making sure. Alright, cool. And then we'll come down there and we'll try to get that dam made up before the water starts flowing again. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. I guess we could always open this floodgate and deter some of the water out of there, but I don't see it being as effective as possible. So hopefully that gets done. Hopefully that gets done rather soon. Yeah, otherwise we're going to be in a bit of trouble once the spring comes and once the water starts melting up and the water starts flowing again. We don't want to find ourselves in that position anyways. We want to get that done by then. Everything else is looking great. We've got a couple of idlers here. We've got a couple of got workshops producing things. We got somebody going to get silk and make it into thread. We got somebody down here. I think, where was that farmer's shop? Okay, somebody was shearing animals. Maybe they'll come back to that later. But right now they're milking an animal, and then I guess they got to make some cheese. Cool stuff. And we've got a wood furnace not being used. Lots of stuff doing absolutely nothing right now. As long as these smelters are all going, I'm comfortable. That means production of steel. Production of steel is very important to us right now because I said so. Somebody here is bringing logs off to the Atom Smasher, so that's good to see. Hopefully we'll get that done fairly shortly. And we'll have to take a look at that coin once it's been minted. I don't think it will have been yet. No, it's not. Somebody's on it, though. So that'll be done shortly, I think. As far as anything else goes, I think everything's going really good. I'm going to speed things up here, but I'm going to do a big zoom out before I speed things up. And I'm going to go up to the top. And just so that you guys can kind of get a feel for where the fortress is right now, I am going to, as I speed things up, I'm going to leave each level visible for a few seconds before kind of going down and letting you guys see each level instead of just sitting up on the top side. So hopefully you guys kind of get an idea of what's going on here with that. Hopefully that speed up version is a little bit more useful for you guys. Kind of get an overview of the fortress level by level. Again, I want to kind of come in someday and go over this in Armok Vision or something. Just do a whole episode of exploring the fortress and looking at what it looks like and giving you guys a better idea of it. Because again, like I'm playing this right now and I'm clicking through doing what I'm doing and doing my thing. But I'm not, necessarily thinking what you're thinking and going to look at what you guys want me to go look at. So if there's anything that I'm missing, let me know. Like every time, let me know if there's something you guys want to see that I've maybe skipped out on. I noticed a couple of construction orders on walls getting suspended. I think, oh wow, almost all the dam has been made. Maybe it's just that one piece that still has to go. I really hope so, because we are getting so close. And I see, like I said, a couple wall orders got canceled, so I'm not sure where the other ones were. Oh, here's one. No, it's still underway. This wall section here is still going. So I'm not sure what other part got canceled. That bridge hopefully is built sometime in the near future, so we can clear up some of this mess. And again, that wall, actually, it looks like they're finishing off that section of wall right this second. Cool. And the dam. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day, but the dam is almost built. So cool. I can't wait to see what happens in the springtime. If it all works according to plan, or if it doesn't, who knows. Either way, I'm excited. Yeah, so we've got this little section of wall that's built out here now. Now we can go up, and up here we're going to want to put a ballista. But, we need 4 back for that, and, we don't have that quite yet, but we'll get there. So I'm going to do another wall order. I'm just going to build one more section of wall, and we're going to put that same exact spot, just so you know what I'm doing. We're going to keep building back here, limestone blocks, build up one more level, and then I might just do a floor and some stairs or something going up to it, so the dwarves can walk up there. Maybe eventually we'll even make that into like some kind of pillbox type bunker. I'm not too sure. We'll get there eventually, but for now I want a ballista or 2 here, ready to fire out and across out into the open area here, just in case, again, those are there for the defense against giants or titans or like a dragon or something that we can't necessarily take down. Or, big hordes of enemies as well. It would be kind of cool to use against. Because right now all we've got is these little firing platforms up here, and they're great. I mean, they're going to take out anything hopefully on the other side of the river or in our courtyard. But, let's get a little bit more range on these things. Let's get a little bit more coverage so that we can take out things that are more of a threat to us at different times. So, yeah, we've just got a little bit more wall to go. We've got, actually, I think this, hopefully, yeah, looks like that's almost done. Wall's coming along great ever since we freed up some of that workforce and just made some idlers. Got some unemployed dwarves. Really surprising. Somebody mentioned that in the comment section, that unemployed dwarves seem to be a really good thing for the economy here, and I'm agreeing. I'm really understanding the value of that. Like, it's really good to see. Like, it's really good to see these jobs getting finished on time. Whereas before, everybody had things that they had to do and nothing ever got done. I felt like it was a really frustrating process. Cool. So we'll just set up another little sectional wall, chop down this tree, and then we'll just build up and around. I'm going to build north here a little bit and then back out east, and then we're just going to connect it right here. But I'm still going to leave like a way out for them up here, I think. For now, we'll have to figure that out eventually, how we're going to defend that. Maybe it's just going to be a door or a gate or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to build this wall is going to continue out up here. You can see it here, how it's built, in the visual side over here in Stone Sense. But right now it's just lacking. Those purple spots are things that haven't quite been built yet. But we're going to build it out, and then we're just going to build it up along here, connect it up to this platform here where the ballistas sit. And then, again, probably just a gate or something off so they can exit to the east. Either way, should be a lot better. Once we get that closed up, I'm going to feel a lot more secure, definitely. So, wow, yeah, somebody's already working on that wall section. And that dam is made. Like, wow, man, that's so cool. So we got a dam. That's really awesome. I'm going to leave the floodgates closed at the very beginning just to see what happens once the spring comes and all this water thaws out. I want to see what happens when the water's flowing and it hits that. If it's just going to flood this area or what happens. Just out of curiosity, and then obviously we'll open up the floodgates and fill up this trench and fill up this moat, and then this undersection, and then we'll move the water different directions and see what happens when we, take it to the north or the south or over the waterfall, and just test that out bit by bit. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I know I've been looking forward to that. Wow, that is a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood running off in this river. Cow blood, animal blood, goblin blood, everything. Cool. Let's take a look down in our tunnels. Let's see what happened when we mined. We were mining down to the very bottom of the map, and it looks like somebody found a lot of different minerals. So I'm hoping they found a cavern. I'm sure it's not a cavern, but ends up being a nothing. Wow. Damn. Absolutely nothing. Where did they find all that stuff? Where was all that cool stuff found then? Okay, somebody found it in that cavern section, I suppose. Alright, well, you know what? I'm content with that. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just waiting for something cool to show up in this cavern, like a monster. I hope something can show up and just terrorize us from there. I'd like to see it happen. I'd like to see like a giant cave spider come, or some kind of underground monsters just show up and start coming up to attack us, or something to test our mettle, because I have a lot of confidence right now in our military. And you know what, maybe a big attack like that would take away some of that confidence and let me realize that it's misplaced, because maybe it is. We haven't really had any major tests outside of the battle for Bite Labor, which was a lot of fun, but I mean, those were poorly equipped goblins. I guess we did test out a little bit against dwarves and elves that were coming to trade with us. We did test our fighting skills against them, and we've never had any major issues. Though with the equipped dwarves, we did take quite a lot of losses. But those dwarves that came trading with us, I felt like they brought a small army. They knew we were up to something. They had like 10 guys with them. And yeah, we lost a couple of guys probably just due to poor organization or poor equipment, possibly. We didn't lose anybody important, but maybe some of the, poorly equipped guys. Let's see, what else can we build here? We need a floor. I feel like we're going to need a floor section out here. Flooding out over... Okay, can we put one here? Flooding out over this expanse. So we have this whole area that we're going to have to get this all walled in. Now, right now, we can, climb down here and walk around down. This is actually a slope right here. Dwarves are able to walk down here and come into this little valley. But right now, I don't necessarily want that. I want to block this all off and get a wall put up here. So I'm going to put a little bit of a flooring in here. And that shouldn't collapse because it's just a small bit of floor. And I'm just going to make it out of wood. Let's see. There. Perfect. Again, nothing too huge, just a little bit of flooring. Something that we can put our wall on. Cool. There we go. Make that all out of wood. And then I think I'm just going to bring the wall down here. Like that, connect it to the edge of the moat there. Or the old moat. And that'll be that for now, I think. That'll be that for now. And, yeah, then we should be walled in. We should have this little courtyard walled in. And we're almost walled in on the top here. Just waiting on a little bit more wall construction. I'm going to start that up here as well. Let's just put a big chunk of wall coming down right here. Again, limestone blocks. Maybe I'll just double that up because things are going so quickly now. I'm a little bit more pleased with that. And yeah, so we'll have a big wall section brought down here. And again, this is going to come out to here, back over, cut across, kind of so we don't have to clear that out. Or maybe it would be better to even clear out that little bit of ground. I don't really know. Let's clear out the ground. Instead of making a weird looking wall, let's just clear out the ground to make that work for us. There. That should be perfect. Yeah, that should be perfect. And then we'll just build the wall right into the mountainside, or the hillside, or whatever we're on. I think it's more of a hill than a mountain, but I'll call it a mountain because we are dwarves, and I'd hate to think of a couple of dwarves living in that old hill. That's just too depressing for my likes. Wow, this is all designed. It just needs a bit of carpentry, and then we're good to go. I think that atom smasher is almost finished. How are the masons' workshops going? Just that one guy still perfect. And just gonna dip down here real quick and look at our iron bolt. I just want to take a look at the iron bolt qualities. Got one masterwork set already made. Cool. 25 iron bolts. Iron bolts. Oh, iron breastplate. He hasn't made very many then. These iron bolts were made by Meng Akrurash. We'll have to keep an eye on those. And hopefully he makes a couple more. Once he starts making and pumping out some Mastercraft bolts, I can up the steel production on again, I think, and maybe make up some battle axes and stuff. And try to get those equipped into some of our more senior of dwarves, so that they're not running around with old iron tools, which is just a little bit unfortunate. It was just due to the times that we were, starting out in. Cool. So we've already got this other wall section made too. Wow. Like, this is just coming along. Do you guys remember, like, how ridiculous things were prior to relieving some of these dwarves? Like, it was just taking so long to build the smallest sections of walls, right? Like, I'm not just crazy. That was a real thing, right? What else can we do? We're going to need a up and down stair here. I'm just going to make upward stairs right here. I'm going to make these out of... Let's make them out of jet. Just so that it's a little bit different color on the stairs. And then we'll do a downward stair. Oh, wow. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Maybe we can't right now. We got to wait until the rest has been built. But then we'll make a downward stair anyways, and we'll build some jet downward stairs up there. And then we're going to put our platform right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can fit 2 ballistas up here if they're side by side. I'm not sure where all the arrow parts are going to go. Maybe we'll just have to make a little bit more platform space for them so they can put the giant ballista arrows behind them. Either way, it's starting to come along really nicely, and I'm really quite pleased with it. That's just a little tiny platform. Wow, an Elven Caravan has arrived. Really? These guys are just going to keep coming back? They want a trade depot. Like, okay. Let's get one of those made up for these guys quick. Because, you know what? Wow, what a bunch of idiots. Somebody go out there and make these guys a trade depot. Let's make that out petrified wood. Cool. And we'll come back and check on that in just a few minutes. I'm going to speed things up here, guys, because I really want to kill some elves. Alright, so we're just waiting on an architect here at the trade depot. I'm not sure if we're waiting on an architect and then they're going to build some more, or if they're waiting on an architect and then it's going to be built. But maybe I shouldn't have picked petrified wood, I'm wondering. Petrified wood, I think, is mostly from the surface, but I didn't really check how far away that was going to come from. Where are all these elves? Let's see. How many did they bring? Not too many. Just 2. Just 2 and an animal. Where are they? They're down here. You know what? I have confidence that we could just kill them. I have like a really good feeling that we could just kill them. No, actually, no, we couldn't. They're right on the edge of the map. I'm an idiot if I think so. Yeah, they're right on the edge of the map, so the second we hit them, they could just, take right off. I'd much rather just draw them in, bring them in, and then murder them inside, as we have so many times before. I'm surprised that they're still bringing guys here. I mean, I've let one of them live before, let them run off and let them tell the tale of what happens at Bite Labor, but they still keep coming back. Maybe, they're just tempted by our riches to come trade with us. Like, please, like, they're just desperate for some money. I don't know. Maybe the economy's real bad in this universe. I don't really know. But I'm surprised these guys are really that dumb, because they've been back and they've been back and they've been back, and there hasn't been a single time I've ever traded with them. They've always died at Bite Labor. I've never once traded with anybody, and I'm not about to start trading with elves because, like, really, what are they bringing to the table? I mean, besides a couple of cool animals, I mean, we got a giraffe from them. We got a leopard that we trained into a ward leopard. That's pretty cool. They bring a lot of food. They bring a lot of things that we're going to kill and turn into food, and I appreciate that, but mostly it's just junk, like old wooden armor and stuff, and I don't have any use for that whatsoever. Well, these cavi pups, they are breeding like crazy. These things are a lot of food. These things are food like crazy, man. Gonna slaughter a couple of those things. Hopefully we're turning them into leather also. I know we got a leather making workshop out here somewhere, a tanner's shop somewhere. I just have to go out of my way to find it, and I'm not about to go look into it that heavily. But I'm just hoping that we're not just wasting these hides. I can't imagine that we are, though. So, yeah. We should have a good supply of leather if those things are producing any. These walls are coming along slowly now. I think we've kind of pushed our limits a little bit. Waiting on a mason for the trade depot. Everything's been designed, but I think it might just be hauling. I'm not too sure. Oh, a mason just came over. Cool. So we should have that trade depot soon. I really am excited to kill some elves, see what kind of treasures we're going to get from them, and just take them right down as we have over and over and over again. And you know what? I'm just going to send in our main guys, the geared battles this time. No more dicking around on them. Just go in, slaughter them, get a couple kills, and get out of there. You can see our little wall system over here in better detail when it's graphicked up a little bit. You know, obviously, once we get in these ballistas, we're gonna want to make the rest of the wall a bit higher. We don't want it all, just one block. I want to make it a little bit higher and put some archers up there eventually. And I know we haven't been training archers, but we have guys that go out and hunt. So by now they must have some archery skill, I'm sure. I'm sure that we have somebody with, range skills with all the archery, like all the hunting that we've been doing. There are a lot of animals that seem to come onto the property that we kill. Oh wow, there's more merchants here than I thought. I thought there was just a couple. There's quite a few. Quite a few. No. Doesn't look like they brought any mercenaries or anybody to fight. Wow. Got all these crundles. Those are those things underground, aren't they? Those weird things, yeah. What are they? A tiny underground monster with large claws and horns. It walks on two legs. It's dangerous when encountered in large numbers. I don't want to send somebody down there to mine to them, so I haven't dealt with them yet, but I'd like to. I'm not afraid of them. I'd like to kill them, but not yet. We're not ready for it. Wow, that wood bridge is almost done too. Wow, as I went to go look at it and it just finished. So let's make a lever over next to it, so we can start smashing stuff up. Use up some mechanisms. We got so many mechanisms. That was another thing that I stopped production on, was mechanisms. We had so many of them. It was just like ridiculous. I mean, look at all these things. We're not going to run out of these for a while. We've got quite a few of them, so we're good there, I think. Everybody else working on steel bars, working on whatever else they need to be working on. Let's get a couple more steel breastplates being made if we can. Steel breastplate. Yeah, just make a couple of those up. And maybe, maybe it's time to. I'm gonna stop a couple of these pig iron bars from being made, and I'm just gonna go straight over to steel. Let's get some steel getting produced. See how much we can do of that. And again, steel. I know I shouldn't have canceled the guy made task, but I'm impatient. So we'll get some steel production going. Looks like the trade depot is done. Cool. So these elves are going to be moving on in with all their stuff. You can see them crossing the bridge right now. Neat. And then we just got to wait for this this lever to get made. A lot of things are coming together. I am really excited right now. We're waiting for the water to melt. We're waiting for these elves to come in so we can murder the shit out of them, take all their stuff. I'm going to get the geared battles in place. Let's just move these guys right here. Cool. So they're going to go into station mode and walk up here fully equipped, ready to kill the shit out of some elves. Look at these guys. Look how stupid they look over here. Bringing in a camel and a donkey and their little robes and their hemps. Sure, they're all wearing like stupid little hemp underpants and stuff. I hate these things. They are the bane of dwarves. They are the anti-dwarf. Let's see. Yeah, we can't even look at their stuff, can we, right now? Oh, no, we can. We can look at their things. I'm surprised. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Wooden clothes and bits of junk. I don't want any of this stuff. Oh, that's what's on the mule. I don't want this stuff, man. This guy's wearing a hemp loincloth. Look at this thing. Sized for elves, made from hemp cloth. Like, this guy's wearing little hemp underwears. They all seem to do that. Rope reed loincloth. These guys are disgusting. I'm just gonna kill the shit out of them. And then we'll have to, find a way to burn off all their clothing so we don't get some kind of sickness from them. Cool. Cool. Where are... I guess I am very impatient. Where are my dwarves? Where are my... where's my army? But I know they have to come up from a few floors down. Which generally is probably good that it takes them a little bit longer to get up to the surface with the... the rate that I discover plans and the rate that I formulate plans. It's probably best that I let these guys have a little bit of breathing room and when it comes to walking up to the surface to get ready for whatever tasks I have for them. How do they not notice? How do these elves not get a little bit freaked out? We've got like a dead elf right here. Like, look, it's a dead elf. He's got all his gross old clothes on him still. His little loincloth made out of like Rami, whatever that is. Rami cloth, and he's sitting there just dead, like right next to them. And here's all the stuff I stole from them, still sitting outside. Like, here's all these dead things. Dead elves, like, they must have walked past a ton of them in the corpse pile over here. I'm sure there's a lot of dead elves in here. I know there's a lot of goblins in there, but these guys are not observant. Like, this place is not... This isn't what you think it is, guys. Like, these elves are just stupid. They don't seem to know what they're getting into. I mean, there's a lot of signs around. There's a lot of stuff that we obviously stole from elves. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't make. There's a lot of garbage, like elf stuff, like wooden armor and stuff that's just laying on the ground out front. And dead elven merchants, that's the big tell. The dead elven merchants, I would think, are the big tell. But, or even the news, like maybe somebody's come back to them and told them, hey, don't trade with these guys. We came up there in a caravan last time and they literally killed everybody, and I'm pretty sure they just let me live so that I could tell you guys what they're doing. Because last time the elves came to trade with me, I let one of them live in hopes that they would tell the other elves what I was doing to start a war with them. Because I just want to start a war with the elves. I want problems with these guys. But they're just too stupid to fight back. Alright, so we're just going to come into our squad here and we're going to give a kill order. Let's go from the list here. Damn. Alright, so we got merchants. We're going to take out all these merchants. Kill their mule and their camel. And all the merchants. Kill their animals. I think that's all of them, I hope. I don't want them to have animals because I think they rely on those to haul all their stuff away with them. There. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's them. Alright, go for it, guys. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. Let's see. We're going to have to look at the report after this, I guess. Wow. They're slaughtering them. Look at this guy. He's running. This guy's terrified. How do they not know? How do they not know? These guys are all vengeful little dwarves. I bet they're happy to kill these elves. I bet this gives them some kind of enjoyment. I don't imagine they took any damage from these guys. Look at that. Dead. Bunch of dead elves. They just wrecked them. They just came in and just made up like nothing of them. Slaughtered. Slaughtered. Absolutely just massacred. Cool. Are these guys killing... I'm wondering if our military is just killing, animals that we had laying around now. But, cool. So they killed them all. They got all the elves. They got rid of the elf problem. Let's disassemble this trade depot so we can take this stuff out of it. And just loot it all and bring it all inside. Because it's all ours now. Any food in there I want, anything of any value I want brought inside. That's awesome. Took those guys out like it was nothing. I'm just going to bring up the report screen so you guys can read it. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on there. Just a lot of different fighting notations. Mule is fighting, elf merchants fighting. And they all, we wiped them out. Like, they were nothing. They were just... We just slaughtered these guys. We slaughtered these guys. Cool. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for sticking through another episode. Really appreciate the views. I really appreciate all the feedback that you guys are giving me. All the comments, all the likes, all the information. Seeing you guys watching, seeing new faces show up, really means a lot to me. So again, keep leaving likes, keep leaving comments. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any suggestions, if you want to be added in as a dwarf to our fortress, I'll definitely add you in. Again, as I always say, I can't guarantee that you'll be safe, But I'll add you in and we'll see what happens. We'll see how far you make it. And if you have any preferences of where you want to be as a dwarf, I'll stick to that the best that I can. Anyways, guys, until next time, thank you so much.